Next 2 to 3 hours in earnest. You can start to see the end of it off to the southwest of Chehalis, but all along the entire I-5 corridor from basically.
So in theory, with that drier air, we should be seeing some sunshine. You know, high pressure, it's sinking air, it clears the clouds out of the way.
Oh my God. Anything for the show, basically. I can't feel my legs, that's okay. You know, just so I can verify to everybody the water temperature here is extremely cold.
So let's take a final look at Rhonda, who's boogieing down over. Wow, she can do the electric slide. Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, so we're having fun at the Soul of Sea Fair. Let's go ahead and do the one graphic talking about tomorrow. Tomorrow it will be hot. It will still be hazy, and we're looking at high point. Now notice, there's our low right there. Some of this is going to make its way on shore, and now when it does with this westerly flow, we could see a decrease in the temperatures, but not necessarily for roughly 24 hours or so.
I am clearly in the water. I mean, I just can't believe nobody has faith in my abilities to. All right, so it's not believable. I can't believe nobody believed me that I could be on the water.
Well, what do we have plenty of over the next few days? I'm going to go with sunshine. Let's take a look at that satellite and radar right now. It is not bad at all over us. A few things.
We got up to 78?
Huh, that's interesting. I really thought it was a little bit cooler than that. There you go. Our average, we're at about 77. Look at our goose eggs. That's going to be changing over the next 24 hours.
I will. Somebody somewhere owes me. All right, you ready? You ready?
All right, I'm ready. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is she really?
And she's taken all of her electronics off.
Okay. She did it!
Hi, everyone. We are looking at about as close to an outbreak as we're going to have around here. Look at this out of Red Rock. A lot of rain falling, as you see there, and it's all falling very quickly. Thunderstorm and lightning, as you see there. Now that's actually a very rare picture, is an actual lightning strike, and then you're seeing those pretty ominous clouds as well. And let's see, my beach day. Yeah, not exactly. You got to stay out of the water. That's very, very important. There's a lot of water around here, of course, and if you're going to be out on a paddleboard, forget about it. That makes you the highest point on that water, which of course then makes you pretty much an automatic lightning rod. All right, here we go with severe weather. This is our severe thunderstorm watch box. This is until 11 o'clock p.m. We could get isolated gusts of wind up to 70 miles per hour, up to 2-inch or more sized hail, and frequent lightning. And lightning has been one of our bigger stories. A few things I did want to kind of go over. First of all, Carson, Washington, you guys are reporting some pretty large hail in your direction. A few spots in Olympia, the power is out. We also have a large tree down outside of Olympia as well. Pea-sized hail was reported just a few minutes ago, and a few roads also being blocked as well, and SeaTac has a ground stop on them at this juncture. So everyone, please just be very, very careful. I see people headed outside to the game. Rain has started up again, and we're going to continue to see this ribbon of moisture, I would probably say, for at least the next 2 to 3 hours in earnest. You can start to see the end of it off to the southwest of Chehalis, but all along the entire I-5 corridor from basically the state line up to, at this point, we're looking at Canada. Be careful. Let's zoom in and take a closer look at some of the cells that we have been seeing. As we've mentioned before, into Olympia, this next cell is finally moving its way out of your direction. Tacoma, I am concerned about you. If we notice right here, you see that pink area, likely within that is a hail core. And as I have been saying, we have seen a few reports of about pea-sized hail, as well as a few trees down and power outages. Now here we have our severe thunderstorm warning until about 5:30 p.m. This stretch of Highway 12 headed further to the south. It's this lit up area that you see here, again with winds gusting over 35 to 45 miles per hour. We are in for a pretty turbulent next few hours. So of course, keep it here for the latest. We're also online, and we will keep you abreast of the entire situation as it very quickly unfolds. Now, this should not necessarily be a surprise to anyone. We've been saying from right to about drive time to roughly 7 o'clock and beyond, we will start to or continue to see these showers and thunderstorms. 65 degrees is what we're seeing right now. Our dew point is still very high, which means for us, this is the fuel that we need to continue the thunderstorms and showers that we've seen. Winds out of the southeast, which again tells us that southerly flow is not done with us as of yet. I really don't think we're going to see a complete end of the storm through at least our overnight hours for a lot of us, particularly since the Storm Prediction Center also has parts of eastern Washington under that marginal risk through at least tomorrow as well. Let's put our futurecast into motion. Here we see what will be the end of our rain showers eventually. 7 o'clock in the morning along the coast, very heavy rain showers. Even as we travel along I-5 in our area, up through Everett, and then all the way up towards Bellingham as well. A very potent line. We still have a lot of that moisture to deal with, as well as a temperature drop, which is going to aid in one more thunderstorm development overnight, and then continuing our showers over the next several days as well. We're still in motion from about 5:15 tomorrow afternoon, and we do start to see some of this start to go away. But do notice that with our temperature drop, higher elevations could very well get a few more inches of snow out of the deal along the Olympics and the Cascades as well. Hi, spring. We see you. You're not playing around. You mean business. This is what happens when we start to have Mother Nature right the ship, if you will, as we move from one season to the next. If anything, folks, I will say this is a little bit of good news, because this means that our spring that wasn't could finally start making its way towards us. Amen. Could very well start to see these winds continue to pick up into our overnight hours. Sustained winds of over 100 miles per hour are expected. Sustained winds are basically winds that go about 33 feet for about 10 minutes at a time. And that's how we determine what category of a storm this is. Right now, winds are sustained at 85. Take a look at this. This blows my mind. As many spaghetti models as I have seen in my life, because, you know, I started forecasting in Louisiana. I've been through several hurricanes and storms. I've never in my life seen a spaghetti model that actually looked like a bowl of spaghetti. I mean, this thing just sits here and spins ad nauseum for days. 4 degrees right now. Winds out of the northwest at about 5 miles per hour. Hi, people outside. You guys have been very nice. Hi, they're waving back to me. Okay. Hey, Dry Streak 2017 continues. I've been practicing all week. 40 days and for 40 nights, no rain in sight. Yeah, David liked it.
Yeah, I know the song. It's not Billie Jean.
It's Billie Jean, yes. So we get to cross that off the list. We are now officially making our way towards number 4. The folks in Weather Center have actually been indulging me. I've seriously been practicing that for like 2 days.
But you've got to be happy that she's this strong kid.
I'm so proud of her.
Wow.
I'm about to cry.
You know what, though? I think, we try to be real here, and this is a real issue, and it was real when you were a kid, and unfortunately, it's real for kids today.
And I can tell you, it gets better eventually.
Yeah.
You just got to stay in the fight and be as positive as you can. I was the only black kid in the whole school district.
Wow, in the whole district? Wow, where did you grow up?
In Kansas.
In Kansas.
It was tough.
Wow. So when you see her and you see at 9 years old what she's been able to do, it's got to be a good feeling.
There's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah.
And we'll get through it.
You know what? You are.
I wasn't supposed to cry on TV.
You are one of our heroes too, Rhonda. You know what? As a community, we got to keep fighting this. We got to deal with it, and this is the reality of what bullying can do to people.
It really does. And once you finally do grow out of it, I mean, there is change.
Yeah.
It, as I said, is such an ongoing struggle, and of course, we deal every day with trying to diversify and trying to make the future better as best you can. And like I said, it really broke my heart to see this little girl's message, and I feel like, oh gosh, nothing's changed since 1988. But there is change, and you're strong, and bless you.
Yep.
You're going to be just fine.
Yes, here. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Let's do the weather.
Okay.
It's messy.
The only precipitation is coming down on Rhonda's face. Nothing's coming down outside.
And it's been 25 years since that's ever happened, so this is a first. But nevertheless, like I've been saying,
Rhonda.
oh,
We
stop
love you.
it, Mark. Thank you.
We do.
Goodness. All right, so here's our big story, folks, and it is that lack of rain that we have had about, 24 days now and counting. Man, sakes alive. Right now we're at 73 degrees, winds out of the west at about 10 miles per hour. That's about it. And our Doppler not really giving us much to work with at all. Real briefly, as I know we went way over on time, and I do apologize for that. But we do have this one little hurricane out there, and it's going to be the big hurricane that can do just about anything, get all the way up to Category 4 by about this weekend. So, hey, folks, just be very, very aware. If you have any, like, cruising plans or anything like this, the waves are going to be very, very choppy with this really large storm headed our way, or their way. In the meantime, we're good. Cloud cover, that's about it. That's all we got, honestly.